Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ. This video will be in English language for my English language viewers from across the globe, not just India. Now my current affair videos are seen in more than 17 countries. And first of all, I would like to thank you all. Our channel has reached 6 lakh subscribers. It is the first channel in India in education space that has reached these many subscribers, and we are getting 8 million views a month. And this has been possible only because of your effort. Had you not shared my videos on your timeline on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, because most of the subscribers that we get is from word of mouth. We don't have any marketing machinery behind us. It is only with your love and support that we have been able to reach thus far, and I hope may it continue. So in this video, I will bring to you the best multiple choice questions from the first week of April. And let me tell you that the questions from this week are one of the best that I have seen. More than 180 questions I have covered. And one feedback that I have received from you guys is that I should shorten the length of the video. No, I will not do that. I will never compromise on the quality of explanation. And maybe you can watch in 2 sittings, 3 sittings, but I will not compromise on the quality. In fact, last year I used to cover just 70 to 80 questions. Now I have set up a team which makes the current affairs. We cover more than 15 newspapers and websites, and then we prepare the current affairs. And in the IBPS PO, more than 150 testimonials I have received from the selected students who have cleared either PO or clerk exam, and various other exams also. I keep receiving testimonials. So compromising the quality is not my cup of tea. Now you can follow me on Facebook. More than 43,000 followers I have on Facebook, and I share a lot of interesting news, articles and updates regarding videos. So do check that out. And our pen drive courses, well, our SBI PO was a bestseller this time. Now CLAT, Hotel Management, BBA and all the pen drives are fully updated. You will receive one extra video, that is one new video every day. So you need to dial this number. I am sharing another number just in case this one is busy. That is 72910594476. That number you can dial. So without further ado, let's begin. Now India has joined the International Energy Agency as an associate member. This agency was set up in 1974 by the developed countries, where is the headquarters of International Energy Agency. Now first of all, let me tell you that India's power minister, coal minister and minister for mines, and also the minister for renewable sources of energy is Piyush Goyal, this gentleman. And India's minister for oil and natural gas is Dharmendra Pradhan, who is this guy from Odisha. So these are the 2 union ministers for energy. Now insofar as this question is concerned, India is the world's 3rd largest oil consumer right now, and IEA, that is the International Energy Agency, it covers 70% of the world's energy consumption. It is headquartered in Paris, in France. Paris is the capital of France, and also note that Paris is also the headquarters for UNESCO. Okay, so keep these things in mind. Which NASA astronaut set up a new spacewalking record previously held by Indian origin Sunita Williams? And this record is for women. Her name is Peggy Whitson. She's a legendary astronaut, and she also holds the record for 376 days that she spent in the universe, in the space I mean. And she is NASA's most experienced female astronaut. Now this time Sunita Williams and Peggy Whitson, they were tied up for spacewalking. 7 spacewalks each, but now Peggy Whitson has outnumbered her by carrying out her 8th spacewalk. So Peggy Whitson has total 8 spacewalks and is a world record holder. Which state government has given its in-principle consent to host the 22nd Asian Athletics Championship? 22nd Asian Athletics Championship was scheduled for Jharkhand, but Jharkhand opted out because it said that it cannot prepare in such a short span of time. Due to lack of preparedness, Jharkhand opted out, and now it will be hosted by Odisha. Odisha has a Biju Janata Dal government. Naveen Patnaik is the CM, and Odisha's capital is Bhubaneswar. So Odisha will host the Asian Athletics Championship, and the headquarters of Asian Athletics Championship is in Singapore. What is India's rank in the prevalence of anemia in women of reproductive age out of 185 countries rated by the Global Nutrition Report 2016? So this is a shameful record India has. Now anemia is what? Anemia especially hits women because women have their monthly cycles, menstrual cycle, and because of that there is blood loss which leads to iron deficiency, and it may lead to decrease of hemoglobin. So as per the definition of NCERT, percentage loss of hemoglobin is called anemia. And out of 185 countries, our rank is a very poor 170. So that now you can imagine the best country is United States of America and the worst country is Senegal. Now, insofar as other parameters were concerned, these can also be asked in exams. Equally important, in child stunting, out of 132 countries, we are 114. Again, very shameful. Child stunting means when this shows the height of the children is less compared to the average height. Child wasting, that is the muscle wasting that occurs because of malnutrition, we are 120 out of 130 countries. And adult obesity, we are 18. So we have less obesity because we don't have much to eat. So out of 190 countries, we are 18. And adult diabetes, we are again right up there, 104 out of 190. So these show the real development of India. Which internet service provider has become the first internet service provider, ISP, in the country in India to launch broadband internet services with speed of 1 Gbps? If you remember, 4 years back, Kansas in USA offered this much speed by Google. So this is huge achievement for a company called ACT FiberNet. And ACT FiberNet is offering broadband, and they have launched their services in Hyderabad right now. It is a pilot project. Hyderabad is capital of Telangana, but they plan to offer this service in various other districts and various other localities also. So ACT FiberNet is a company which is headquartered in Bangalore, and its CEO is Bala Malladi. Bala Malladi. Which state government has passed a bill enhancing the punishment for cow slaughter from the present 7-year jail term to life imprisonment? So earlier, if you killed cow, you will get a 7-year punishment. Now it is life imprisonment, and this decision has been taken by the government of Gujarat. For that, they have amended the Gujarat Animal Preservation Act of 1954. Gujarat has a BJP government, and its chief minister is Vijay Rupani. He is not very popular chief minister, so not many people are able to answer this question. Vijay Rupani is the chief minister of Bharatiya Janata Party in Gujarat. Gujarat's capital is Gandhinagar. Which Indian origin billionaire has been appointed chairperson of the South Africa's BRICS Business Council? So South Africa has appointed an Indian for BRICS Business Council, and he is a Muslim. His name is Iqbal Surve. Now please also note that BRICS is an association of 5 countries: Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, and their bank is called New Development Bank, also called the BRICS Bank, headquartered in Shanghai in China. And this Indian origin billionaire, who is a billionaire? A person who has 6,700 crore rupees is called a billionaire. If I take the value of $1 to be 67 rupees. 100 MB cricket app. It is a cricket app called 100 MB. It is launched in Mumbai. It is based on which legendary cricketer? Now MB stands for Master Blaster. So the answer is very clear, Sachin Tendulkar ji. Now please also note that there are only 3 cricketers in the world who were called Little Master. Little Master is the title given to only 3 cricketers in the world. One is Sachin Tendulkar, one is Sunil Gavaskar, and the third is Hanif Mohammad from Pakistan. Which state government has recently announced implementation of the 7th Pay Commission? In fact, they have started implementing it, and now the employees are being paid the salary as per the 7th Pay Commission. This has been done recently in Chhattisgarh, and Chhattisgarh has a BJP government. Again, Naya Raipur is the capital of Chhattisgarh, and Chhattisgarh CM is Dr. Raman Singh. Please also note that the first state to launch 7th Pay Commission was Haryana. Both have BJP government. One more question they can ask, I forgot to tell you. There was a forest officer in Chhattisgarh called Daulat Ram Ladar. On his name, there is an award which has been instituted by the government of Chhattisgarh. So this also they can ask. How many types of lithium-ion batteries are launched by ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization? ISRO's chairman is A.S. Kiran Kumar. A.S. Kiran Kumar, and ISRO is headquartered in Bangalore. That is why Bangalore is also called Space City. So how many types of lithium-ion battery has ISRO developed? 4 types. 4. Answer is D. And let me tell you which are the battery. 1.5 AH, 50 AH, then we have 5 AH and 100 AH. First question for you today. What is AH? What is the full form of AH? Dr. N.M. Namopothiri. He was a very well-known writer and historian. He recently passed away. He hailed from which state? So he hailed from Kerala. And Kerala has a CPIM government, Communist Party of India, Marxist left government, and communist government, and Chief Minister is Pinarayi Vijayan, our most literate state, and God's own country. Now, Dr. N.M. Namopothiri, he was also a winner of the Sahitya Academy Award. Please note, Sahitya Academy Award is a literary award which is given to people from 24 languages. Now you also know that there are only 22 languages in our schedule. So which are the 2 extra languages? English and Rajasthani. These languages are not scheduled, and still awards has been given for these. So there are 22 plus 2. These two are English and Rajasthani. Which of the following is the Director of Personnel and Industrial Relations of Coal India who has been terminated from the services? His retirement was due in 2 months, but Piyush Goyal did not wait and asked for his resignation. So his name is R. Mohan Das. He had to resign from his services. And now S. Bhattacharya has been made the interim director till they find a able person. Which country recently announced the end of its military operations, which were called Euphrates Shield in Syria? Capital of Syria is Damascus, and the international terrorist gang ISIS operates from Syria and Iraq. So in Syria, this country is Turkey. This announcement was made by the president of Turkey, who is a very popular man called Erdogan. There was a coup attempt by the military on Erdogan, which was his own doing. Anyways, Turkey's capital is Ankara. Turkey's another important town is Istanbul. Who has been appointed as the new chairman of Central Board of Excise and Custom? You know that CBEC is for indirect taxes, right? For direct taxes, we have Central Board of Direct Taxes, CBDT, and therefore now the name of CBEC will be changed to CBIC. It will be Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Custom. So the word excise will be replaced by indirect tax. So who was the chairman of CBEC? Najib Shah. Now new one is Vanaja Sarna. Vanaja Sarna will replace Najib Shah. And the headquarter of CBEC is in the capital, New Delhi. Next, India has signed its first loan agreement of $350 million with the New Development Bank, which is the BRICS Bank. Please note that the president of New Development Bank is an Indian. His name is KV Kamath, who has held important positions in ICICI and Infosys and like that. So, India will make 1500 kilometers of roads. In which state? Which state has got a loan of $350 million from the New Development Bank? It is Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh has a Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan, and that's all you need to know about it. But the headquarter of NDB is in Shanghai. Keep that in mind. Don't confuse it with Beijing. Beijing does not have headquarter of NDB. Beijing has headquarter of AIIB, Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. First time, which private space company recently recovered its 6 million nose fairing, which was launched with the Falcon 9 rocket last week? Falcon 9 rocket is for space tourism company of Elon Musk. Elon Musk is the head of Falcon, this company. It is SpaceX. So the answer is SpaceX, and SpaceX is one of the chief competitor right now of ISRO and NASA. Even NASA is feeling threatened by SpaceX because SpaceX has mastered the renewable fuel technology, which even ISRO does not have. Which Pakistani-born American person has become the first Muslim to join the New York Police Department? New York Police Department is the largest police department in America. His name is Ali Javed. Cabinet has recently approved revised air services agreements with which country? So air services agreement is that we can fly in these countries unlimited time, they can fly in India unlimited time, and there will be cooperation in the field of civil aviation. We have signed this with 3 countries, not 1, not 2, but 3. So the answer is 1, 2 and 3, Malaysia, Serbia and Georgia. Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak, he was in India. So they will ask in exam who is the Prime Minister of Malaysia. Najib Razak. Just last week he was in India. Serbia's capital is Belgrade. And Serbia has a very important tennis player called Novak Djokovic, which is asked in exam. Novak Djokovic. And Georgia is a small country, but not insignificant. So Tbilisi is the capital of Georgia. With all the 3 countries we have signed advanced civil air services agreement. And our Minister for Civil Aviation is Ashok Gajapati Raju. April the 2nd, it has been chosen by the United Nations to be observed across the world to spread awareness for which mental disorder? When we will celebrate World Autism Awareness Day on April 2nd from now on. So the answer is autism. Autism is a disease in which the person is not mentally or physically developed as per the designated chronological age. And the theme this year was Toward Autonomy and Self-Determination. Toward Autonomy and Self-Determination. And UN Secretary General is Antonio Guterres, who is the ex-Prime Minister of Portugal. United Nations headquarters is in New York. The second annual meeting of the New Development Bank was recently held in which place? So it took place in New Delhi. And New Development Bank is planning to raise $500 million through masala bonds. Masala bonds are the rupee denominated bonds for the overseas investor. When an overseas investor wants to invest in India, it has to do it in, it has an option of buying the bonds in rupee. That is called masala bond. BHEL, Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited, it is our very important Maharatan company. So BHEL recently announced to have commissioned the second 800 megawatt unit of the Yera Marus thermal plant. It is located in which place? Where is Yaramarus thermal plant? It is developed by the Raichur Power Corporation. So where is Raichur? So the answer is Karnataka, which has a Congress government, and the chief minister is Siddaramaiah. Very few states have Congress government, like Karnataka. Himachal Pradesh has a Congress government. Chief minister is Veerbhadra Singh, and also recently Punjab, Captain Amrinder Singh. Which former chairman of ISRO was awarded Padam Vibhushan? Padam Vibhushan is our second highest civilian award. Highest is Bharat Ratan, then we have Padam Vibhushan, then Padam Bhushan, then Padam Shri. So his name is Udupi Ramachandra Rao. What is the name of country's our central government's initiative under which 5 airlines have recently won bids to operate on 128 routes connecting countries' underserved and unserved airport? See, unserved means there no airline goes, and underserved means only one flight per day. So these are areas which have been identified, 128 routes, and people need to be connected to the airlines. That is the target of the scheme, which is called Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik, which means that let the common man fly. Udan scheme is the name. Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme, and that you need to know. In fact, there will be 70 airports, out of which 31 are unserved and 12 are underserved. So these are spread across 20 states. So Udan will benefit a lot of airports. 2 new green rail corridor. Green rail corridor. One is from Badmed to Munabao, and the second is Pipad to Bilada. That is the area. So they have been added. They are located in which railway zone? So they are located in, you can say it is north and west. So it is the northwestern zone. Badmer, you know, is near Jaisalmer. It is right at the Pakistan border. Badmer in Rajasthan. So another important question. What is a green rail corridor, by the way? What is so green about it? So in green rail corridor, you have bio toilets. Bio toilets you have, that is, if you feel like going for relieving yourself, going to toilet to relieve yourself, you can't do the potty on, you know, the railway tracks. So you can use bio toilets. And another thing is that they can also ask which was the first green rail corridor in India. So it was the Mana-Madurai Rameshwaram. From Mana-Madurai to Rameshwaram green corridor, it is India's first green corridor. Which nation has become the 7th member of the South Asian Sub-Regional Economic Cooperation, that is called SASEC? So please note that I will tell you a little about SASEC. SASEC is an initiative of the Asian Development Bank headquartered in Manila, Philippines. And Asian Development Bank is Japan-dominated bank. It is the initiative of SASEC is an initiative of ADB. Now SASEC has how many members? Its latest member is Myanmar. So now it has Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Myanmar. Total now there are 7 members. Previously 6. 7th member is Myanmar. And SASEC is a meeting of finance minister was held in New Delhi on April the 3rd. SASEC is also headquartered in Manila, where the headquarters of ADB is there. So these all things you can remember. Myanmar, since it came into the question, Myanmar's president can also be asked. Myanmar president is Hatin Kyaw. H-T-Y-N, Hatin, K-Y-A-W, Hatin Kyaw. Myanmar's old name is Burma. This country was called Burma earlier. Until 2006, its capital was Yangon. But now its capital is Naypyidaw, D-A-W. Which bank has partnered with SBI Bank to launch co-branded credit card? What is co-branded credit card? Let's say this is your credit card. You will have SBI logo also and that bank's logo also. So together they will launch a credit card, which is the Karnataka Bank. Karnataka Bank is headquartered in Mangalore, and Karnataka Bank Managing Director and CEO is P. Jayaram Bhatt. P. Jayaram Bhatt. Scientists from UK. What is UK? So Wales plus England plus Scotland plus Northern Ireland is called UK, and Wales plus England plus Scotland is called Britain. So Britain plus Northern Ireland is called UK. Okay, United Kingdom. So now scientists have found a way to remove antibodies from the bloodstream to reduce chronic infection. This study was published in which journal? So these are the scientists from Birmingham and Newcastle University, and this was published in the American Journal of Respiratory and Critical Care Medicine. Okay. Which of the following government-owned power organization in India recently crossed milestone of 50 gigawatt of power generation? So that shows how important this company, this PSU is for India. It is a Maharatan company, NTPC, National Thermal Power Corporation. National Thermal Power Corporation, and our power minister is Piyush Goyal. NTPC has 19 coal-based, 7 gas-based, and 10 solar power plants. It also has 1 hydro and 9 subsidiary power stations. And NTPC ranks 3rd in the coal-based power generation capacity and 7th overall in the electricity generation. That is how important NTPC is. NTPC CEO is Gurdeep Singh and headquartered is in New Delhi. Government has recently announced to have lowered the interest rate on small savings scheme for the April to June quarter, which is the first quarter of the new financial year, by how many basis point? Now you will get low interest on your small savings scheme. Which savings scheme I am talking about? On Public Provident Fund, now you will get 7.9%. On Kisan Vikas Patra, you will get 7.6%. On Sukanya Samriddhi account, you will get only 8.4%. So it has been decreased by 0.1% on all, that is 10 basis points. So the answer is 10. How much amount is Japan going to provide India as official development assistance for various infrastructure projects in India? Japan is a all-weather friend of India since the time immemorial, and Japan will provide a loan of 371 billion Japanese yen. Currency of Japan is yen. So if I convert it into rupees, it is a loan of 21,590 crore rupees. And Japan's head of state, you know, Shinzo Abe. Union Cabinet has approved setting up of an establishment of a Center on Integrated Rural Development for Asia and the Pacific at where? Where is CIRDAP setting up their establishment now? They are setting it up in Hyderabad. CIRDAP was established in 1979 and it is supported by United Nations. And Bangladesh is the host state of CIRDAP. Reserve Bank of India recently celebrated their establishment day. Which year Reserve Bank was established? This is as easy a question as I can ask you. Reserve Bank was established in 1935 as per the RBI Act of 1934. And right now governor is Urjit Patel. But let me also tell you that Reserve Bank was established on the recommendation of a commission which is called Hilton-Young Commission. Hilton-Young Commission. And previously when RBI was set up in 1935, its headquarters was in Kolkata. Then it moved from Kolkata to Mumbai in 1937. Where was International Center for Foot and Mouth Disease inaugurated recently? Foot and mouth disease is a disease which affects the cattle, the farmers. And our agriculture minister is Radha Mohan Singh. This center was in Odisha. Who has been appointed India's ambassador and permanent representative to the United Nations office in Geneva. Please note, United Nations office which is in Geneva is their second largest office after their main headquarters which is in New York. That is how important this is. So from India, Rajiv Kumar Chandar is our ambassador to United Nations office in Geneva. Geneva is in Switzerland and Geneva is a headquarters for a lot of organizations. So that you need to keep in mind. Joycelyn Jepkosgei, she broke 3 world records, like 10 kilometer, 15 kilometer, like that, at the Prague half marathon. Prague is where? It is the capital of Czech Republic. So she belongs to which country? So she belongs to Kenya. Kenya's capital is Nairobi. Which state government has launched a mobile app under its program e-Nagarpalika? That is, all the municipality and municipal corporation have been made digital. Electronic Nagarpalika is a program which has been launched in Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh. Who is the governor of Madhya Pradesh? Om Prakash Kohli. And Chief Minister is Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Please also note, in my last video, I had asked you a question. K.K. Paul is the governor of which state? He is the governor of Uttarakhand, which recently installed a BJP government for last few years. There was Congress government there. Harish Rawat was the CM, but now Trivendra Singh Rawat is the new CM. India's longest tunnel, we have made a separate video also on this, which connects Chenani and Nishiri town in Jammu and Kashmir, has been inaugurated by a person no less than the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi. It is in which district? So this is in Udhampur district in Jammu and Kashmir. It has been made with a cost of 2,519 crore rupees. First time, ISRO has robbed in a private company, private sector defense equipment supplier for making their satellites. Which company is that? Which will make the satellites for ISRO? And this is a 400 crore rupees project given to Alpha Design Technologies. Power Tax India is the scheme launched by which union minister? Here tax stand for textile. So who is the textile minister of India? Smriti Irani, who was earlier the HRD minister. Then HRD minister now is Prakash Javadekar. And she has launched Power Tax India. She has also launched something known as Power Tax Van. And she has also launched a Power Tax India helpline. Which New Zealand player has announced his retirement? New Zealand players are also called Kiwi because of the animal kiwi, which cannot fly. It is a bird which is found in New Zealand. And also New Zealand players are also called Black Caps. So New Zealand, beautiful country, Wellington near Australia. Wellington is the capital of New Zealand. And the player I am talking about is Grant Elliott. President Pranab Mukherjee has given his approval to the finance bill. Okay, what is the cap on cash transaction now? So it is 2 lakh rupees. 2 lakh rupees is the cap on cash transaction, and Now, another thing, donation by companies to electoral trust can only be made through check, demand draft or electronic transfer. And 7 appellate tribunals were there which have been dissolved now. In which city India's first biogas fueled bus was launched and the price is only 1 rupee per ticket. So biogas is a clean fuel, it is mostly methane. And this India's first biogas fueled bus is started in Kolkata. Kolkata is the capital of West Bengal, which has a Trinamool Congress government. Mamata Banerjee is the chief minister. Who has been appointed as the managing director and CEO of Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance. Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance is headquartered in Pune, Maharashtra, and its new CEO is Mr. Tarun Chugh. Ajay Jhankar, he is a noted author and filmmaker. He recently passed away. What is one of the best known Marathi films? The name of the film is Sarkar Nama. What is India's rank in the doping violation report published by the World Anti-Doping Agency? Doping means when the athletes and players, they take drugs or banned substances for enhancing their performance. And World Anti-Doping Agency is headquartered in Montreal, Canada. Okay, headquartered at Montreal, Canada. Canada's head of state is Justin Trudeau. Canada's capital is Ottawa. India's rank is 3rd. We are the 3rd worst country. You won't believe, number 1 is Russia, of course. And Russia, 176 players were accused of taking drugs. It was proven, not just accused. Italy 129 and 3rd is India. So we are 3rd worst. So don't be happy we are 3rd. We are 3rd in taking doping. India's 117 players were tested positive. And maximum violations are in sports like weightlifting and these athletics, etc. So in fact we are 3rd for the 3rd consecutive year. Who has been appointed as the new managing director and CEO of Industries Development Bank of India, IDBI Bank. So IDBI Bank, previously it was Mr. K. Kharath. Now he has been replaced by Mahesh Kumar Jain. And IDBI Bank was established in 1964 and IDBI Bank's headquarters is in Mumbai. As per the researchers from the Chinese Academy of Sciences, there is a fungus which is called Aspergillus tuberculosis. It can even dissolve plastic. It can break down plastic into its natural component. These findings were published in which journal? These were published in Environmental Pollution. And where is this fungus? This fungus is found in Islamabad, Pakistan. Who has recently been appointed as the new Vice Chancellor of Nalanda University. Nalanda University, it is a government university, of course in Nalanda, Bihar. And let me tell you that Vice Chancellor, the job of appointing is of Governor. Governor can appoint the Vice Chancellor of any public university, central university or state university, public sector university, I mean. And another thing, if he does not find any able person, then Governor can himself act as a Vice Chancellor of a state university. Now another thing, Chancellor of Nalanda University, you should know. Who is the Chancellor? So Chancellor is Vijay Bhatkar. Vijay Bhatkar is the Chancellor and Vice Chancellor is Sunaina Singh. Cabinet has recently approved ratification or approval of which International Labour Organization convention? There were two organizations, two convention and they were approved. One is the minimum age and the second is the worst form of child labour. So the answer is 2 and 3. International Labour Organization headquarters is also in Geneva along with WHO and others. And India so far has ratified 45 conventions, out of which 42 are implemented in India. China has announced to establish which province as a new special economic zone? This is the Hubei province in China. China's president is Xi Jinping and the prime minister is Li Keqiang. China's capital is Beijing, currency is yuan or renminbi. And Hebei will be made a special economic zone. And the name of this special economic zone will be Xiong'an New Area. XIONGN. As per the Ministry of New Renewable Energy, India has added how much wind power in 2016-17, exceeding the 4,000 megawatt target. So the target for the financial year 2017 was 4,000 megawatt, but we produced 5,400 megawatt, which is over and above our target. And our Minister for Renewable Energy is Piyush Goyal. And which state is number 1 in wind power now? Maximum was in Andhra Pradesh, then Gujarat and then Karnataka. Which state has recently become kerosene free by stopping the supply of the fuel under the public distribution system? Which state is kerosene free? So if we don't have kerosene, how will the poor people survive? So for that, Narendra Modi launched Pradhan Mantri Ujjwal Yojana, in which the below poverty line people of the state will be given free LPG gas cylinder. So that you have to keep in mind. And kerosene free is now Haryana, which has a BJP government. Manohar Lal Khattar is the CM. Which country has set up a Cyber and Information Space Command CIR to shield IT and weapon system from the cyber attack? This country is very wary of the cyber attack. It is Germany. And countries like Russia and Israel, they are the top most countries in cyber. In fact, Russia hijacked the entire American elections, if we are to believe the reports. So Germany's chancellor is Angela Merkel and capital is Berlin. What is the name of the short film that is directed by Omkar Modgi that has been shortlisted for the 2017 Cannes Film Festival? Cannes Film Festival is one of the most prestigious international film festivals, and Cannes Film Festival takes place in France. The name of the film is Avayakta. Mort, which is our Ministry of Road Transport. It is our Union Minister for that is Nitin Gadkari. So we have announced the 1300 kilometer Northeast Expressway project. It will be built up at a cost of 40,000 crore rupees in which state? Which state will have a 1300 kilometer expressway? It is Assam, which has a BJP government, and Banwari Lal Purohit is the governor and Sarbanand Sonowal is the chief minister, and Assam's capital is Dispur. World Trade Organization has set up a dispute settlement panel. Why? On request of Japan, because this was to adjudicate over the safeguard duties imposed by India on which product. So India imposed duty on which product which Japan did not like. There is a dispute for that. World Trade Organization has set up a dispute settlement panel, and this was on iron and steel, on hot rolled flat products, because India said that Japan is violating the WTO norms and there was some bad blood. Which online tax filing and compliance platform has launched a first of its kind multi-GSP, that is GST Suvidha Provider Taxation Solution. GST Suvidha Provider, also called GSP. It is a first of a kind multi-GSP. Which online tax filing system has done this? So its name is ClearTax. ClearTax. Effective from 1st of April, government has liberalized visa regime to allow the foreign tourists visiting India on e-visa for a stay of up to how much? So previously it was for 30 days. Now it has been increased from 30 to 60 days. So the answer is 2 months. And who is our tourism minister? Mahesh Sharma. Dr. Mahesh Sharma is our Minister of State for Tourism and Culture. Which of the following has become the most popular operating system as per the web analytics company StatCounter? Number one platform now in the world is Android. Android has replaced Windows as the number one platform. But in North America, which constitutes Mexico, Canada and America, and in entire Europe, Windows is still number one. But overall in the world, Android has taken over Windows. For independently fixing passenger fare, Union government has approved the proposal of independent regulator Rail Development Authority to be set up under which act? It will be made under the Railways Act of 1989. And our Railway Minister is Suresh Prabhu, and Rail Development Authority is very, very important for capping the fares also. Scientists have discovered a new species of long-legged tree-dwelling crab. So crab, which is a popular delicacy also in some parts, seafood, crab, there is a new species discovered which is called Kani Maranjandu in the Western Ghats in where? In which state? Western Ghats, also called Sayadri, extends from south of Gujarat to the right to the Kanyakumari. So also receives a very heavy rainfall because of the southwest monsoon. Western Ghats of Kerala. Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, it has recently approved the amendments to the Mega Power Policy of 2009 to extend the time period of furnishing the mega certificate to tax authorities to 120 months from the present how many months? So right now it is 60 months. They have doubled the time period for furnishing the mega certificate to tax authorities. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has recently led the foundation of multi-modal terminal and a 4-lane bridge on Ganga River. In which district in Jharkhand? Please note that this new bridge on Ganga River, the Holy Ganges, will be the longest in India. It will connect Sahebganj, which is in Jharkhand, to Katihar. Katihar is in Bihar. So that you have to keep in mind. And our Minister for Ganga Rejuvenation is Uma Bharti, who was recently awarded the NTR National Film Award for the year 2013. This award was given to Hema Malini. Why 2013 I am asking now? Because this award was discontinued because of the bifurcation of Andhra and Telangana. So SP Subramaniam got it for 2012. Hema Malini got it for 2013. Which Indian student won the second prize in the grade 12 category in the NASA Ames Space Settlement Contest 2017 for his proposal on connecting the Earth to the Moon through elevator? So now Earth can be connected to Moon through elevator as thought by this student. His name is Sai Kiran P. He won the second award. NASA is headquartered in Washington DC. Washington DC also has the headquarters of IMF, International Monetary Fund and World Bank also. Keep that in mind. And ISRO is the space agency of India. Like that, Roscosmos is the space agency of Russia. And JAXA, Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency, or JAXA, is of Japan. Which movie won the 64th National Award in the Best Hindi Feature Film category? So 64th National Award just concluded. Best film was Nirja. And the best film for children, see there are various categories. Okay, best film for children is Dhanak. Best film for social issues is Pink, in which Amitabh Bachchan starred. Beautiful film. Best actor Akshay Kumar. And the best actress is Surbhi Lakshmi. India has signed a $2 billion deal, that is almost 15,000 crore rupees deal for advanced air surface-to-air missile system with which country? This we have signed with Israel, and Israel will give us a lot of these advanced missiles like Barak. Barak is a missile which is made by the joint cooperation of India and Israel. Israel's Prime Minister is Benjamin Netanyahu. This is one of the favorite question of examiner. Benjamin Netanyahu is the Prime Minister of Israel, and the President of Israel is Reuven Rivlin. Israel's capital is Jerusalem. Where is the first tuberculosis-free India Summit recently being held? So it is taking place in at Dharamshala in Himachal Pradesh, which is also the headquarters of the Tibetan government in exile. Dharamshala. India announced setting up of a Green Growth Equity Fund, which is called GGEF, along with the support of which nation? And together they will finance the green infrastructure projects in India. So together a fund of 120 million pound is been allotted. Pound, so answer is very clear, United Kingdom. United Kingdom is in news because of Brexit, Britain's exit from the European Union, and Prime Minister of UK is Theresa May. Which state government has announced to provide free legal aid to women for triple talaq cases? Triple talaq is a practice in Islam which has been misused widely, and those women who suffer from triple talaq cases, they will be given free legal aid as per the government in Kerala. Asian Development Bank has reduced India's GDP forecast for 2017-18, that is the financial year 2018. Earlier they were projecting 7.8%. Now they are projecting 7.4%. But they also said that India is a bright spot in the sense that India's economy will grow fastest in the world. 7.4%, no other country projected by ADB to grow that much in financial year 2018. Who has won the 2016 ACM Turing Award, which is also called the Nobel Prize of Computing by Association of Computing Machinery? His name is Sir Tim Berners-Lee. By the way, he is also the founder of WWW, which is called World Wide Web. Kenichi Yokohama, who recently took over as the new country director of India Resident Mission of the Asian Development Bank, whom did he replace? Whom did Kenichi Yokohama replace? He replaced M. Theresa Kho. Which country's parliament has presented a bill that would require public and private companies to prove they can offer equal pay to employees? Be male and female, we should get equal pay. This has been done by Iceland. By the way, let me tell you that in 2015, Iceland topped the gender gap index. So it is not like these countries top these indexes without any reason. They have presented a bill. Now male and female will be paid equally in Iceland. Iceland's capital is Reykjavik and its currency is kron. Who is author of the book Indian Railways, The Weaving of a National Tapestry? It has been recently released by Ministry of Railways. Suresh Prabhu is the cabinet minister. It was inaugurated or presented to media by Suresh Prabhu. It has been written by all the three people, Vivek Devroy, Sanjay Chadda and Vidya Krishnamurthy. So the answer is all of the above. In fact, this rail authority that has been made was on the recommendation of Vivek Devroy. India recently signed a joint statement with Russia on the final takeover of which nuclear power plant? So this power plant is made in Tamil Nadu, Kundankulam nuclear power plant. It has been made with the effort of Russia. Who has become the youngest Indian woman to fly a MiG-29 fighter jet? So her name is, she is very important. She is only 21 years old, by the way, and her name is Aisha Aziz. 21 years old, flying aircraft. When I was 21, I didn't know how a fighter jet looks like. A painting made from 15 lakh finger impressions of doctors. It has entered the Guinness Book of World Record, and this is the largest fingerprint painting. So to make this painting, 15 lakh doctors in India, they have given their thumb impression or the finger impression. What is the painting titled? It is called Ray of Hope. And this painting is made to spread awareness about the violence incident that take place against doctors. When if the patient do not get treated, the relatives, they beat up doctors, and many such incidents have surfaced. ERA has ordered all the major airport operators to exempt the flight operated under the Regional Connectivity Scheme RCS from landing and parking charges. What does ERA stand for? See, the thing is, if you are a commercial air services provider like Indigo or whatever, on every major airport you need to pay some money. That is called landing and parking charges. Now you will not need to pay. This is as per the UDAN scheme. So this has been announced by ERA. ERA stands for Airports Economic Regulatory Authority. Scientists from University of Manchester, which is in UK, they have developed a graphene membrane that is capable of removing salt from seawater, making it fit for drinking. That is, this water can be used as a potable water. This research was published in which journal? It was published in a journal which is called Nature Nanotechnology. Nature Nanotechnology. Another thing, there is an Indian which is called Rahul Nair. Rahul Nair was also a part of this research. which player from Bangladesh, popularly known as Narel Express, he has recently announced his retirement from T20 format of cricket. And he also became the first cricket player from Bangladesh to work with United Nations. He was the captain also. His name is fast bowler Mashrafe Mortaza. News Integrity Initiative, NII, it is an initiative to combat or to arrest the spread of fake news on the internet, because Facebook, especially Facebook, WhatsApp and all these are really struggling with the fake news issue, as we saw during the American elections also. So which institute will administer this initiative called News Integrity Initiative, which will check the spread of fake news? It is the Kani Graduate School of Journalism. Kani Graduate School of Journalism. And it's basically a consortium which is formed by Facebook, Ford Foundation, Mozilla and some other companies also. India recently held the 9th Economic and Financial Dialogue with which country? With which nation? These two countries will cooperate with each other in economic and financial issues. We signed it with United Kingdom and it was signed by Arun Jaitley. As per the recent announcement made by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, how many beneficiaries have benefited from Pradhan Mantri Ujjwal Yojana? So Pradhan Mantri Ujjwal Yojana is that the BPL families, below poverty line families, will be provided with the free LPG gas cylinder, and they should also belong to scheduled caste or below poverty line, these two families. So in less than 1 year, the scheme has benefited 2 crore people. Liquefied petroleum gas, which is mostly in India we use isobutane. Haryana state government recently announced to provide one-time grant of 21,000 rupees for a third girl child. Under which scheme? So basically the thing is, in Haryana, the government has taken a lot of efforts to improve the gender inequality and female feticide. As a result, the number of girls per 1,000 boys has increased to more than 950 now, for the first time in the history of Haryana. And now in Haryana, if the third child is also a girl, then the center will provide a compensation of 21,000 rupees for the below poverty line families and also the SC, scheduled caste families, so that there is no female feticide and there is some monetary compensation for the family to support the girl child. This scheme is called Aapki Beti Hamari Beti. Aapki Beti Hamari Beti means your daughter, our daughter. Scientists of which country have developed a sci-fi outdoor laboratory to find out how forests will respond to the level of atmospheric carbon dioxide expected by 2050. So carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas, that is, it increases the temperature of the atmosphere, and by 2050 the levels of carbon dioxide are expected to rise. So how will the forest react? That is what will be researched in this sci-fi outdoor laboratory, and it is built by the scientists from Birmingham University in United Kingdom. Who has been appointed as a whole-time member to the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India, which was constituted in 2016 on October the 1st. So the person name is Navrang Saini, and the headquarter of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India is at New Delhi. There is a mysterious cosmic explosion, that is an explosion in a space which is believed to be far from Earth, but it is around 10.7 billion light years from Earth. It was captured by X-ray Observatory of which space agency? So although it is 10.7 billion light years away from Earth, it was still captured by the NASA's X-ray Observatory, and NASA's headquarters is in Washington DC. Which tennis player duo, that is two tennis players, when they play as a team, won the Leon Challengers Tour tennis tournament men's doubles trophy, which was held in Leon, Mexico. Mexico's capital is Mexico City. It is in North America. North America has 3 countries, that is Canada, then you have USA, and then Mexico. Mexico has a very strong economy and often in news. Now these are Leander Paes and Adil Shamazdin. They paired up. Leander Paes, by the way, he is playing tennis for the past 26 years, professional tennis for India, and there is not even a single year when he has not won a ATP Challenger title. And another thing, Leander Paes had won the Olympic bronze medal also in 1996 Atlanta Olympics. International Day for Mine Awareness and Assistance in Mine Action was observed on which day? So mines, the people who are working in mines, their condition is not too good. We need to spread awareness, and this time the theme was needs driven, and people centered. It was celebrated on 4th of April by United Nations General Assembly. Which former member of FIFA committee, FIFA is the World Football Association, so FIFA committee, which former member was suspended uh, for fair play and social responsibility? He was banned for lifetime because of corruption. He was deeply involved in corruption. So his name is Brian Ximenez. The Board of Reserve Bank of India has cleared a proposal to introduce banknote of which denomination? So very soon you will have a 200 rupee banknote also in India, and the production will start from June onwards. How many MOUs were signed between India and Malaysia? Because the Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak was in India. So do mug this up, that who is the Prime Minister of Malaysia? They'll surely ask this in exam. How many MOUs were signed between India and Malaysia? Total 7. 7. Another question they might ask is which state of India signed MOU? So Andhra Pradesh signed MOU with Malaysia for building a technological park. Who is that legendary pop art pioneer, best known for his billboard style painting president-elect that who recently passed away? So his name is James Rosenquist, and he was a very famous painter, and one of his famous painting collection is F111. Scientists at which university, which institute have seen for the first time indications of a massive planet orbiting a low mass X-ray binary star system called MXB 1658298? There is a possibility of discovery of a very huge planet, and this research has been done by the scientists from India, Raman Research Institute, Bengaluru, named after Dr. C.V. Raman, who was our Nobel Prize winner. Who has won Ecuador's presidential elections? Ecuador is a South American country. Its capital is Quito, and Ecuador recently presidential elections were held. So the new president of Ecuador is Lenin Moreno. Which of the following regulatory bodies is planning to set up a separate enforcement department to look into the violations and impose penalty or issue warnings? So basically, if there are any violations, this separate department will be made, and by this body. So this is the Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India is planning to form a completely separate body that you have to remember. There was a very big conference of world parliamentarians in which more than 131 countries participated. Where was it recently held? It was organized by the Inter-Parliamentary Union, IPU, which is headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland. And this was their 136th conference overall. 137th next conference will be in St. Petersburg, Russia. So the conference was held in Dhaka, which is the capital of Bangladesh. Which imprisoned Eritrean Swedish journalist? Eritrea is a country in the Horn of Africa. So which imprisoned Eritrean Swedish journalist has been honored with UNESCO Guillermo Cano World Press Freedom Prize 2017, dedicated to promoting world freedom? Exceptional courageous journalism. This award was given to David Isaac. He was arrested in a crackdown on media in September 2001, and he has been jailed ever since without any charge or trial. Who was sworn in as the Chief Justice of the Madras High Court? Madras High Court's new Chief Justice is Indira Banerjee. And Tamil Nadu's Mukhyamantri or Chief Minister is Edapada Pallaswamy, and Governor is C. Vidyasagar Rao. Which ace shuttler recently won the women's single title at the Indian Open Super Series? This was one of the biggest achievements for any badminton player in women, because she beat world number 1 player. World number 1 player is Carolina Marin of Spain, who had also beaten PV Sindhu in the final of the Olympic, clinching the gold medal. So PV Sindhu had won the Olympic silver medal, and PV Sindhu took her revenge by beating Carolina Marin in the India Open Super Series. Who will be chairing the recently constituted National Board of Electric Mobility, which is called NBEM in short? NBEM. So by default, ex officio, it will be the Secretary of the Department of Heavy Industry. So the answer is C. So right now the Secretary of the Department of Heavy Industry is Girish Shankar. So right now he will be chairing the National Board of Electric Mobility. The biennial festival of goddess Buddhi Thakurani, Barhampur Thakurani Yatra recently began in which state? So that Barhampur is a district in Odisha. So the answer is Odisha. It is a 1 month long festival, and it will be celebrated by the weaving community, which are known as the Devangiris. And in this festival, the devotees, they dress up in as the mythological character from Mahabharata and Ramayana. And Berhampur is also called the Silk City of Odisha. Silk City. ICICI Bank and Axis Bank, they recently sold, the loans of worth 1800 crore rupees of a company called Belarpur Industries, which is a paper maker company, to which asset reconstruction company? The name of this company you have to just mug up, and the name of this company is Edelweiss Asset Reconstruction Company. One more thing that they are asking in exam, who is the CEO of Axis Bank? So the name is Shikha Sharma. And ICICI everybody knows, Chanda Kochar. Defense Acquisition Council has recently approved arms procurement proposal of how much amount for Indian Navy. So how much amount worth ammunition will be given to Indian Navy to empower their skills, to enhance their competency. These will be worth 860 crore rupees, and this will also include the powerful Barak missiles from Israel. Who has become the first woman IPS officer in Gujarat? First woman IPS officer. Her name is Geeta Johari. And the first woman IPS officer in India was Kiran Bedi. Gilbert Baker, who recently passed away, he was a famous activist. So for whose rights did he devote his life to? He was himself a gay, so he always fought for the LGBT community rights, and he was the first openly gay person to hold any public office in the United States of America. Another thing, do you remember the rainbow flag, which is a sign of the LGBT uprising? Rainbow flag was devised by Gilbert Baker. Which of the following allotted 165 dormitory blocks to Tata Memorial Center in Mumbai free of cost if to outstation children cancer patient as part of the CSR activity, corporate social responsibility? So 165 dormitory is like an open room where a lot of people stay when they are being treated. So 165 dormitory rooms are being donated by Mumbai Port Trust to Tata Cancer Hospital. Darkus Ho, he was a writer, broadcaster and a civil rights activist. He recently passed away. He hailed from which country? He was from Trinidad and Tobago, which is a part of West Indies, and Trinidad and Tobago, the capital is Port of Spain. Port of Spain. Our central government has given its approval for setting up a 1320 megawatt coal-based supercritical Khurja thermal power plant at a cost of almost 10,000 crore rupees in which state? Khurja thermal power plant will be set up in Bulandshahr. Now, do you know where is Bulandshahr? It is in Uttar Pradesh, which has a new government. BJP Yogi Adityanath is the chief minister. Which stock exchange has announced to start charging transaction fee on per trade basis? They have started charging transaction fee on per trade basis. This is done by the oldest stock exchange of Asia, Bombay Stock Exchange. And who is the CEO of Bombay Stock Exchange? Ashish Chauhan. Which bank recently announced the integration of its retail internet banking with DigiLocker, and this service will be provided to all the consumers free of cost? This is done by ICICI Bank, which is the largest private bank in India. Which city will host the 52nd edition of the 5-day annual meeting of the African Development Bank this year? In fact, India also joined the African Development Bank in 1982, and the headquarters of African Development Bank is in Abidjan, which is in Ivory Coast, also called Cote d'Ivoire. So this meeting was in Ahmedabad. 52nd meeting was in Ahmedabad in Gujarat. First time, which institute has become an authority to certify vehicle engine for their emission standards? This institute has become an authority. Now it can issue the certificates, and this is the Central Institute of Road Transport in Pune, Maharashtra. Prithika Yashini, India's first transgender police officer, was appointed in which state? She was appointed as a sub-inspector in Dharampuri district. Dharampuri is a district in Tamil Nadu. So the answer is Tamil Nadu. Transgender are people who, like for example, if someone is male but prefers to be in the psyche of a female and vice versa. Our central government held a meeting which was chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. They approved closure of which scheme? It was started in 2012, but because of very less subscription, very less people they subscribed to this scheme, now it is closed. And this scheme is related to the social security related issues of workers, Indian workers who are working abroad. So this is Mahatma Gandhi Pravasi Suraksha Yojana. Mahatma Gandhi Pravasi Suraksha Yojana. Malala Yousafzai, she became the youngest person to give a speech to which nation's parliament? In fact, she was also given the honorary citizenship of this country in October 2014. And this country is Canada. She recently gave a speech to Canada's parliament. Canada's capital is Ottawa. Recently, there was a conference on communicating India organized by the Vivekananda International Foundation. Where was it held? It was held in New Delhi. It was organized by Vivekananda International Foundation in collaboration with the University of Westminster and Nehru Memorial Museum and a lot of organizations. What is India's rank in terms of the contribution of travel and tourism sector as a percentage to the country's GDP? And this was given by World Travel and Tourism Council. So its headquarters is in London, World Travel and Tourism Council. India ranks 7th in the world. So that shows that travel and tourism contributes a lot to the India's GDP. Who is the head of Twitter's Asia Pacific, who recently announced her retirement from the company? So who is the CEO of Twitter? That they often ask in the exam. It is Jack Dorsey. Jack Dorsey. Headquarters of Twitter is in San Francisco in United States of America, and Asia Pacific head was Eliza Knox. Now she has given her resignation. When was the 54th National Maritime Day celebrated? And we celebrate the National Maritime Day to commemorate the first voyage, first journey of the SS Loyalty. It was a ship which traveled to UK from India. So we celebrate on April the 5th. And who is our Chief of Navy right now? It is Sunil Lamba. Next question, which of the following has been declared as the 22nd district of West Bengal? So West Bengal has 21 districts and 22nd district is Jhargram. So Jhargram has been carved out from the Paschim Madinapur district. Scientists from which university have developed grassoline, which is basically a biofuel made from grass. And please note that this is so powerful, it can even power aircrafts. So these are the scientists from Ghent University. My question for you today, in which country do we have Ghent University? Write down in comments. Which High Court has declared rivers, glaciers, forest, etc. as living entities? Now they will be treated as living entities and any harm to them will be treated as harm to a living person. This decision has been given by Uttarakhand High Court. Uttarakhand High Court. And who is the Chief Justice of the Uttarakhand High Court? It is K.M. Joseph. K.M. Joseph. What is the monthly ceiling on the maintenance paid by children to parents under the Maintenance and Welfare of Parent and Citizens Act, Senior Citizen Act, that the government is now planning to remove? So as per the Maintenance and Welfare of Parent and Senior Citizen Act, the children are liable to pay a sum of 10,000 rupees to their parents. But now the government is planning to replace it with some other model, and our Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment is Thawar Chand Gehlot. CAG of India, Shashikant Sharma, Comptroller and Auditor General of India, is going to audit which of the following? It's a huge honor for India that he has been invited to audit the UN Secretariat. UN Secretariat. Who has been appointed by the Reserve Bank of India as the Executive Director to replace BP Kanungo, who has been appointed as the Deputy Governor? So BP Kanungo has been promoted to the Deputy Governor post, and so therefore Executive Director post was vacant. It has been filled up by now Malvika Sinha. She is the new Executive Director of Reserve Bank of India. Which of the following Nobel Literature Prize winner has been honored with American Academy of Arts and Science Emerson Thoreau Medal? Very, very prestigious award, and this has been given to Toni Morrison. Toni Morrison is also a Pulitzer Prize winning author. State Bank of India has recently completed its merger with how many banks? So 5 banks are its associate banks: State Bank of Bikaner, Jaipur, Mysore, Patiala, Travancore, Hyderabad, like that. And 1 bank is Bharatiya Mahila Bank. So total banks are 6. Who has been appointed as the new chairman of NASSCOM? NASSCOM is the National Association of Software and Services Companies. Very, very important. The name is Raman Roy. Raman Roy. Our central government has recently approved an MOU with Australia for cooperation in the field of what? India will cooperate with Australia in the field of health and medicine. With reference to the first bi-monthly monetary policy statement for financial year 2017-18, what is the marginal standing facility rate? So this is very, very important. Our first monetary policy of the new financial year under Monetary Policy Committee, which has 6 members, 3 from government, 3 from RBI, it did certain changes this time. So repo rate was kept constant. Reverse repo rate was increased by 0.25%, that is 25 basis points. Bank rate was decreased by 25 basis points. Cash reserve ratio is same 4%. It has been 4% since 2013, and statutory liquidity ratio has also been kept the same. So marginal standing facility is now reduced by 25 basis points. It is now 6.5%. Earlier it was 6.75%. What is India's rank as per the latest football rankings? India is making huge progress in football. This is shown in their rankings. India's rank now is 101, which is their best ranking in the last 20 years. So keep that in mind. India has climbed 31 places. And India's best ever rank was in the year 1996, which was 94. So number one country right now is Brazil. Assam government has launched Gunotsav in 8 districts. This is basically the Gun means quality. So this program is for assessing the quality of education in the state. This program Gunotsav was first launched in which state? It was first launched in Gujarat. 4-day long this assessment, and it will cover 9 lakh children in more than 12,000 schools in the first phase. Children's Film Society of India, which is called CFSI, it is going to host a 3-day National Children's Film Festival, NCFF, National Children's Film Festival, at which place? It will be in Andhra Pradesh in the coastal town of Visakhapatnam, in which 40,000 children from the state will attend the screening of 24 films. And who is our Minister for Information Broadcasting? Venkaiah Naidu. Our Sports Ministry has approved the Athletics Federation of India's proposal to appoint foreign experts for which of the 2 games for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. In these 2 games, we are not very well known, and if we have a foreign expert, then surely the players are bound to benefit. These 2 games are race walking and 400-meter sprint. Race walking and 400-meter sprint. As per a survey by human resource consulting firm Randstad, which of the following industries is the highest paying in India? Which industry pays the best in India? It is the FMCG industry. The average package is 13.3 lakhs, 11.3 lakhs. And second is the power industry. Third industry is the IT industry. First, FMCG, fast moving consumer goods like Patanjali, like Hindustan Lever, Procter & Gamble, Wipro, ITC, these are all FMCG companies. Power company is second and IT company is the third. Which state government has launched a 1-year diploma course in Hindu Purohitam? For this is not just for Hindus, for every caste and every religion, in collaboration with Maharshi Patanjali Sanskrit Sansthan. This decision has been taken by the government of Madhya Pradesh. Asian Development Bank is giving a loan of how much amount to the Power Grid Corporation of India for investing in solar parks? Asian Development Bank, which is headquartered in Manila, the capital of Philippines, it is giving a loan of $175 million to India. Agriculture Ministry, under the leadership of Radha Mohan Singh, who is our Union Minister for Agriculture, Agriculture Ministry has announced its plan to geotag more than 1.5 lakh assets under which scheme? The name of the scheme is Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana. Which state has imposed a surcharge of 10% on all the non-judicial instruments for cow protection? So now 10% surcharge you have to pay for protecting the cows. And the finance department of this state is also under the chief minister. So the name is Vasundhara Rajesh, who is the chief minister of Rajasthan. When was the World Health Day 2017 observed? This time the theme was depression. Depression is a state of mind in which you don't like anything. You always feel low, and there are various issues associated with depression. So the theme was depression, let's talk, and it was trending on Twitter for a lot of time. So we observe World Health Day. It is observed by World Health Organization, which is headquartered at Geneva. We celebrate it on the April 7th every year. Ikutoro Kakehashi, he passed away recently. He was the founder of which famous electronic musical instrument? He was the founder of Roland, which he had founded in 1972, and he was from Japan. Alexander Vučić has been elected as the new president of which Balkan nation? So look at the options carefully. The answer is Serbia. He is the new president of Serbia. Name is Alexander Vučić. Serbia's capital is Belgrade. Railways has partnered with which power company for setting up rooftop solar power plant in Patiala to meet the energy demands of diesel loco modernization work? Railway will enable a solar power plant in association with BHEL, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. And the chairman and managing director of BHEL is Atul Sobti. When was United Nations International Day of Sports for Development and Peace? It was observed. UN's International Day of Sports and Development, that is using sports as a tool to enhance development and peace, especially with respect to African countries. It was observed on April the 6th. Which chief minister has been honored by US India Business Council with the USIBC Transformative Chief Minister's Award? Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Chandrababu Naidu of the Telugu Desam Party, has been bestowed upon with this award. And this award was presented to him at the 2nd Annual West Coast Summit. Who will be chairing a 3-member panel which is formed to look into the quality and delay in implementation and anomaly in expenditure of the Gomti River Channelization Project? Gomti is the river on the bank of which Lucknow city is there. It takes its origin from Pilbhit, then goes towards the Lucknow. And Chief Justice who took over, who chaired the panel is Justice Alok Kumar Singh. Alok Kumar Singh. Our central government gave its approval for signing of a collaborative agreement with French National Research Agency to support the Belmont Forum Secretariat at an expenditure of how much? Belmont Forum is a high-level group of world's major funders of global environmental research and International Science Council. It was created in 2009, Belmont Forum. So, we'll be spending 40,000 euros for the same. Which of the following is set to become the first domestic asset management company to launch its initial public offering IPO to raise money? Asset management company which manage mutual fund and like that. So it is the UTI mutual fund. Padayani festival was recently celebrated in which state to please the Bhadra Kali or goddess Kali? So Pada means army or any force in Malayalam. So it was celebrated in Kerala. What is the name of Indian researcher at Johns Hopkins University who has developed the world's first 5-dimensional ultrasound system that can very easily help surgeons to detect cancerous growths, cancerous or malignant tumors? His name is Nishikant Deshmukh. Which of the following has introduced a new agreement called PAX? PAX means peace in Spanish, which will allow the users to use the members' patented property for free. And this is to basically reduce the patent litigations. And a lot of countries were its founding members, a lot of companies like Google, Samsung, etc. So it is the Google. Which Indian cricketer has won the Wisden's leading cricketer in the world for 2016? Wisden's leading cricketer of the world for 2016 was our captain Virat Kohli. He has become the third Indian to win this award. Previously, only Virender Sehwag and Sachin Tendulkar have won this award. Wisden is also called the cricket's Bible. The final stage of Nur Urazarate, the world's largest solar plant, has been launched by King Muhammad VI. It is located in which country? Nur Urazazate. It is set up in Morocco. Morocco's capital is Rabat. It is an African country. Which of the following is going to invest $20 million to acquire a significant stake in Theobroma, which is a very famous bakery chain in India, especially in Mumbai? So $20 million will be invested by ICICI Venture Funds Management Company. Which of the following recently received a license from the Reserve Bank of India to start their payments bank in India? And it has become the 7th company to get the approval from RBI. It is the Aditya Birla Group. Uttar Pradesh government recently announced to waive off the loan amount of small and marginal farmers. What is the total amount? It will put a burden of 36,000 crore rupees on the exchequer. This decision was taken by Yogi Adityanath. Which country has accepted digital currency as a legal payment method starting April the 1st? That is Bitcoin, etc. This country is Japan. Which state government has launched PTG Dakia Yojana to distribute 70,000 families of primitive tribal groups a packet of 35 kg rice every month? This will be enforced through the Dakia or the postman. They will deliver 35 kg rice free of cost to the scheduled tribes, to the primitive tribal groups. This decision has been taken by the government of Jharkhand. Jharkhand's capital is Ranchi, and Jharkhand Chief Minister is Raghubar Das, who is also the first non-tribal Chief Minister of Jharkhand. Which professional ice hockey league has put a restriction on its players? They will not attend the Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang, 2018 Winter Olympics. This decision has been taken by the National Hockey League, which has its headquarters in New York City. They don't want to halt the season for 3 weeks for the Olympics. For them, the domestic league is very important. Election Commission has decided to replace the 9.3 lakh electronic voting machine with the new M3 type electronic voting machine at a cost of almost 2,000 crore rupees. Who is the the authorized EVM seller which will sell the electronic voting machines to the Election Commission of India? It is Bell and ECIL. Bell and ECIL. So the answer is 2 and 3. My question for you today: who is the Chief Election Commissioner of India? Write down in comments. Which Indian researcher has invented the first male contraception, which is called Risug? So this is the men should also play their part in avoiding unwanted pregnancies. And Risug is a mechanism devised by Sujoy Guha. Risug stands for Reversible Inhibition of Sperm Under Guidance. Which state government is going to launch a smart family card scheme to replace almost 1.9 crore ration cards in the state at a cost of 330 crore rupees. All the old ration cards will now be replaced by Smart Family Card, and this decision has been taken by the government of Tamil Nadu. Which country has recently prohibited abnormal beard and also wearing of veil in public places? So this is taken for the Islamic community, Muslim community, that you can't have abnormal beard and you can't wear veil in public places. This decision has been taken by China in their western province of Xinjiang. Which institute topped the ranking of educational institute in India? That is, it is the #1 educational institute in India. This report is released by National Institutions Ranking Framework. So it is IISc Bangalore, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. And second was IIT Mumbai. Which famous Padam Vibhushan awardee, classical vocalist, recently passed away? Legend, no other word to describe her. She won Padam Bhushan in 1987, Padam Vibhushan in 2002, Sangeet Natak Academy Award in 2010, one of the legendary singers, Kishori Amonkar. Which Bharat Stage emission grade fuel was recently launched by Minister of State for Petroleum and Natural Gas, Dharmendra Pradhan? So Supreme Court has banned Bharat Stage 3 cars now, and Bharat Stage 4 has been launched now. And also note that our target is Bharat Stage 6 by 2020, April the 1st. Which famous Indian cricket player was declared CEO, Chief Executive Officer, for one day by the company Gulf Oil India? Gulf Oil India. He is also the brand ambassador of this company, Gulf Oil India. His name is MS Dhoni. Indian Army Chief Bipin Rawat was conferred the rank of Honorary General of the Army of which country? So this was a ceremonial attempt to declare him as Honorary General of the Army of India's neighbor Nepal. Nepal's capital is Kathmandu, which is the headquarters of SAARC. Jammu and Kashmir government recently allowed the use of polythene bags, but their thickness has to be above how much? You can use polythene bags if their thickness is more than 50 microns. Jammu and Kashmir has a coalition government of Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP and PDP, and Chief Minister is Mehbooba Mufti. Starting from 1st April, government has withdrawn the incentive given to the mild hybrid vehicle under which scheme? This scheme is FAME India. FAME India. This scheme was launched in April 2015. And mild hybrid, strong hybrid, plug-in hybrid and pure electric vehicles were given incentives under this scheme. Who has won the men's single title at the Miami Open 2017? The greatest ever player to play tennis, Roger Federer. He beat who else? Rafael Nadal, his arch foe, his arch rival. And Rafael Nadal is from Spain, Roger Federer is from Switzerland. Roger Federer has also won 18 Grand Slams, the most ever. This year he has won the Australian Open. Which Indian diplomat has taken charge as the new Consul General of India in Dubai? Who will take over our ambassador as ambassador in Dubai, as our Consul General? His name is Vipul. As per the Central GST Act, tax evasion of over how much amount would be treated as cognizable and non-bailable offence? If you do a tax evasion of more than 5 crore rupees, so make it crore, not lakh. The answer is C, 5 crore rupees. Then it will be treated as a cognizable and non-bailable offence. 19th edition of 5-day long Commonwealth Forestry Conference was recently held in which place? 19th edition of 5-day long Commonwealth Forestry Conference was held in Dehradun, because Dehradun has Forest Research Institute of India, very very important, which is the capital of Uttarakhand, by the way. Under the Swadesh Darshan scheme, Union Ministry of Tourism sanctioned almost 100 crore rupees for a heritage circuit in which state? This was done for Assam. Chief Minister is Sarbanand Sonowal, and our Minister of State for Culture and Tourism is Dr. Mahesh Sharma. And under Swadesh Darshan scheme, money will be spent by the government to promote our heritage. So these were the best current affair questions, and my duty is over for the week. Your duty starts, which is to share the video as much as you can and spread the word. I take double the pain to bring the videos in English, despite having almost 1/10 of the views of Hindi. I make this special effort, so please make sure that you spread the word. Thanks for watching.